Shalom, dear friends. Shalom. Rabbi Elliot Schoenberg here. Rabbi Schoenberg. Today is July 15th, Erev Shabbat, Parshat Balak. Was meeting with someone recently, and they came to me and said, Rabbi, my spouse doesn't like to come to synagogue. She doesn't really like the prayers. She doesn't know how to get into the prayer setting. And what do I do? And one of the things that I shared was we all have difficulty with prayer. Sometimes it's periodic, sometimes it's all the time, sometimes it's just in the moment. Prayer is difficult. And what can be done about it? And there was a slight hint in this week's Parshat Balak. We have the opening line in the Siddur, Ma Tovu. I would like to introduce to you my spouse, Rabbi Cathy Felix, who is a pulpit rabbi in Bayonne, New Jersey. Is going to help me out here. So maybe you're familiar with Ma Tovu, maybe you're not, but listen for a moment.
Ma Tovu, Ohalecha Yaakov, Mishkenotecha Yisrael.
For our rabbis, this verse from this week's Torah reading, how goodly are your tents, O Jacob, your dwelling places, O Israel, was the key to opening up the Siddur. And there are many ways and reasons why they use it. Today, we're only going to explore just one. For the rabbis, they understood Ma Tovu, the phrases we have here, as a transition from self-centeredness to divine-centeredness. The problem with prayer was we need to let God in, and we need a tool. And for them, that tool were some of these verses. We have to take our ego and sort of put it on the shelf for a while. Did you have an observation about that?
So it's very much about letting go of daily concerns and centering ourselves, taking a deep breath, being here in the present moment.
And one of the ways that Ma Tovu does this, I'm going to share just one insight from this prayer. There's a line that says, it is currently written, Va'ani eshtechav evracha. I bow down and I prostrate myself. I bow down. Except they're quoting Psalm 95, verse 6, which is it's misquoted, because there it says, Bo'u v'nishtachaveh. Come and let us bow down. So in the Psalms, in the Bible, it's in the plural, we bow down, but in Ma Tovu, it's in the singular. This was the rabbi's way of identifying the tension here between the ego, the self, and letting in the divine. That's the key verse. So maybe we'll conclude. Any other additional observations? So let's conclude and sing together a little bit of Ma Tovu.
Ma Tovu, Ohalecha Yaakov, Mishkenotecha Yisrael.
Thank you for joining us today. At Shabbat services, we're going to go into Ma Tovu more in depth. Please stay tuned, because now we're going to be joined by our president, Harold Geller, to tell us a little bit more about what's happening in Neve this week.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.